Well, next week, the Lupus Foundation of America will be hosting the 2014 Lupus Walk. It's taking place at Golden Gate Park. And here to talk about the event with me is co-chair of the event, of the big walk, is Nancy Freschet. Nancy, you learned about lupus, unfortunately, because of a personal tragedy that you had to deal with.
Yes, my sister passed away in July of 2009 from lupus, or complications with lupus. And a month after that is when the first walk was that I attended, and the reason why I did it is because as a family member of, losing someone to lupus, I wanted to make sure everybody knew about lupus. I knew it was not a well-known disease,
right.
And I wanted to make sure that other family members don't go through what I went through.
It's a disease in which the body attacks its own cells and organs, is that right?
That's correct. Typically, the symptoms of the disease are fatigue, joint pain, hair loss, and those such things, but it also attacks all the organs. So different people could have different things happen to them during the process.
Do you know why it attacks certain people and not others?
I don't. They used to think it was not hereditary, but now they're starting to do more research to find out that it may be, and that's what our role is in Lupus Foundation of America, is to get the donations in so that we can do more research on it.
As far as your sister goes, she was completely healthy, and then all of a sudden this onset.
Yeah, she was completely healthy, and at the age of 24, she started having joint pain and was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. Yeah. And soon after that, she started having the fatigue symptoms. She got a butterfly rash on her face, which is typical of people that are diagnosed with lupus. And over the next 14 years, she passed away at the age of 38. She went through bouts of being in the hospital, having heart issues, lung issues, and never had any of this prior to that.
Were doctors able to diagnose what the issue was, or was that part of the problem, is that they couldn't find the diagnosis?
That was part of the problem at first. She was diagnosed with depression. She had rheumatoid arthritis, and it wasn't until maybe a year or two after that that they had definitively diagnosed her with lupus.
Which is where the walk comes in, and that is to raise awareness that what may seem like a rash or some pain in your body could in fact be lupus, and that's something you need to tell your doctor about.
That's correct. And the more symptoms you can tell the doctor about, the better, because I think more doctors are becoming aware of this as organizations like the Lupus Foundation of America do go forward and help these doctors understand how to diagnose them earlier.
Now, a lot of people may not have heard of lupus, but it affects some 200,000 people in California every single day.
Yes, there's about 1.5 million in the U.S. alone, and 90% of that are women.
Yeah. Any idea why women, not men?
I haven't heard of any reason why. There are different, races that they're affected a little bit more. The Asian community and the Black community, both of them, are a little bit higher than others, but it is mostly women.
Yeah. You're having the walk next week, and how can people help out if they would like to take part?
They can either go to the website, which is Walk for Lupus Now, or to End Lupus Now, and they can donate just under that particular website, or they can come to the event and help by volunteering. They can just show up, and I can find them a place to do something during the event.
You'll put them to work.
That's right.
And if people want to take part, they want to go ahead and walk. Is it still time to get involved?
Yes, there's still time up to the day, and registration starts at 9 a.m. They can just show up at the event, which is at Golden Gate Park at the Music Concourse.
Now, you have become quite an expert on lupus because of what happened to your sister and your involvement in the society here, the foundation. And I just wonder if you could tell our viewers just what some of the symptoms are again, just to watch out for.
Sure. One of the biggest symptoms is the joint pain, the rashes. It could be on your face, could be on your hands. The fatigue is another really large one, and the hair loss.
And from what I understand, it is a very painful illness as well.
It is. It keeps people from going to work. My sister didn't work for a couple years because of it, because the fatigue hits them so badly. And they also are on so many drugs to try to hinder some of these, things that happen to them that it makes things worse.
So the side effects are just driving your system crazy.
Yes.
One last thing, you talked about the drugs that they are taking. Is there any known medication or vaccine for lupus at this point?
There is only one, but it's for specific types of lupus, kind of like there's specific types of cancer, so it does not help everybody with lupus. The one main thing that they do use to help keep it under control is prednisone, but as many people know, it's a steroid, so it does cause other effects.
All right. Well, Nancy Freschet, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck on the walk.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
All right. We'll be right back.